Alright, what's up? And welcome to a tour of my 3-year continuously running Minecraft world, I guess you could call it. I was gonna make this last year when it was 2 years, but I ended up missing the time. I went past the time I wanted to make it exactly at 2 years, and then I just got lazy and didn't make it. So now I'm making it at 3 years. So yeah, this is so I'll explain a lot of it. It's probably going to be a really long video too, but pretty much I started this world back in February 5th, I believe, of 2020 on, I don't remember, it was some snapshot for the Nether 1.16 Nether snapshot preview or whatever. So it wasn't even an official version really, release version, but yeah. So yeah, it's coming up to 3 years now since I've made this world, and I've been playing on it for a long time. Put a lot of hours and time and dedication into it, and yeah, so this is Spawn, right? This is actually an older version of the world. In this version, we're only at day 234, if you can see there. This is Spawn. I tried to find an older version, but I couldn't find one. But Spawn used to look very different. It was just a nether portal, a small house, and a horse I had inside. And it was all grass and flat. Then eventually, I'm actually going to go in chronological order here, so it's going to be maybe a bit confusing. Hopefully it's not. But this is Spawn back in April of 2021. So this is when I ended up turning it into a multiplayer server, but we'll get back to that later. So don't mind this right now. But after I made the world, I created Spawn here, set up a little house. The nether portal came later when I had to come back to Spawn for some other stuff, but I wanted to find a good spot to make my house, so I ended up venturing out this way, and I just kept walking for quite a long time. So yeah, eventually I got to, on the same day, I think it was February 5th, 2020, I ended up coming over this little hill here and seeing this little beach area, which I thought was really cool. So I ended up setting up camp here. I'll show, I think I have a screenshot of when it first set up, or when I first got here. This was lots of sand, and this was nothing here. And then eventually I built into this mountain. I built this little thing here that went through, but I'll go look at that later. So yeah, this is my base. I call it Founder's Base because I'm the founder, I guess, of this world, you could call it. Kind of a cool name I thought to maybe give it. And yeah, this is where I spent the first year of this world, kind of. Yeah, like I said, I set all my stuff up there, crafting table, chests, and all that shit. And then the first thing I did was I dug into this mountain. I don't know, I thought it'd be cool. Pretty much I dug through here, and I made the mine. So there's the mine down there. This later on I made its little railway down there. And then here I made a little dock with boats, so you can go explore out there. There's another island kind of over there, and some ice spike biome over there. And then I made it go right through. Eventually, later on, I made this, which is a little turtle area. So there's some of the ice biome, which I would later use to get ice for a nether highway. Also, you can see through up there. After I built this tunnel thing, I started work on the house. I started I think I just kind of winged it. This is a kind of design I used to use for a lot of houses, a similar design, and I just kind of used that and kind of winged it with some things like the roof a little bit and these things. I thought it looked pretty good. And yeah, this is a dock I made a little after the house. Got fishing rod there, did some fishing. So yeah, let's go in the house. So we got a little hallway here, some paintings, some nice stuff here. So then if we go to the right, we have the bedroom. And as you see, I have pressure plates here for a reason. One day in this room, which goes down somewhere, I built something. I guess it was too dark, and a creeper came up, and I was sleeping here. I was sleeping, laying down, and I saw the creeper come up, and I got out quickly, ran out the door before it exploded. It almost exploded in my face. Then I killed it after, but that was so scary. So I put these in here. So yeah, the bedroom hasn't changed much. I think these weren't here right away, just the bed and stuff. But the painting, got some armor here, got a little ender chest, got my player head there. Yeah, nice little design. Then over here, this is just kind of random stuff. Some armor there, some cartography, jukeboxes, and all that stuff. And you go down here, which is I was pretty happy about. You got a little storage area, which I didn't use too much, but it's under the water, which is cool. And yeah, you can see I farmed a certain amount of materials quite a lot. These are just random stuff, random blocks. I like this little area, it's nice and cool. And then after that, if you go straight through, you got like the main kind of storage area. That's kind of like a backup storage. This is like workstation area. You know, you got furnaces here, and you got the special furnaces over here. Then I put some design stuff here. Kind of just try to incorporate everything like in design wise, like this stuff here kind of works out. Got my chests here, got building supplies up here, food and stuff, mining stuff, have some netherite there. This side we got some random stuff here, we got farming stuff, tools, enchanted stuff here. So yeah, I haven't been to this base in a long time. I kind of abandoned it around 2021, but we'll get to that later. Then after this house, I came this way. For a while, I had a wheat farm here. Maybe I'll throw a picture of that. Then I ended up making this nice little horse pen. We got some horses. Don't mind that name. It's an inside joke. And we got that's another inside joke with a friend. Got some other horses. Nice little area. And some llamas I must have got later. This actually got blown up, I think, once by a creeper. I had to rebuild most of it. We'll go there later. But coming this way, then I ended up building this, which I kind of just like went off memory, or like I just started building and just like saw where it would go. Kind of happy with this. It's a animal farm. Nice open design here. We got cows, chickens, sheep. Wait, that's pigs, not cows. Cows are here. It's a little empty inside. It's pretty big. I probably didn't need to make it that big, but more for design. The main building, yeah. Then up here, set up this little bed area just in case it gets dark while I'm out here and I just need to sleep quickly. This is just random. Oh, there's stuff in there, but yeah, nice little design. Nothing special. Then we come this way, and I don't know if you can tell what this is. Looks kind of weird, but I ended up making a what's it called? Totem of Undying, like farm. So pretty much you push that down. That just keeps stuff from going in when there's nothing there. You got a villager up here. So what you do is you kill a pillager, like one of those main guys you see around with the banner. You get the bad omen effect, and you open that, go down here, and you just wait, and the guys will just come in. They'll go, I think they'll go for the villager maybe, since it thinks it's a village, and it'll fall down. You kill them here, and then you get their loot. Oh yeah, and there's another one here. So I used it a few times and got I think maybe 1 or 2 totems from this. And then over this way I ended up exploring a bit. Let me just close this. This is just to keep stuff out of it. Alright, so now we come back here. So like I said earlier in the world, there was a wheat farm here, but it looked kind of ugly and I didn't really like it, so I made this quite recently, actually, maybe a few months ago or something like that. I made a cemetery. This is kind of a personal cemetery. I have another one at spawn for like in-world animals and stuff like that, but just thought this would give a good touch. This is my old childhood dog. And we got my old grandfather there. Yeah. Not much there, but nice little area. I like this area. It's really chill, and come and hang out here. And then we got here. I like how I did these little things. I have a little hidden brewing area with a what's it called, netherwort farm. That a bit. I remember when I first fought the dragon, making potions and shit. Then over here we have, I like this one a lot, the enchanting tree. Nice and cozy looking. Got some lapis and stuff. Yeah, like if you don't really look hard enough, if you just kind of pass by, you don't even notice some of these things. And I like just kind of incorporated them in to the style. And then here we got two. So this one, if you go down. So this is my like underground farm area. Here we got a slime farm that goes all the way down to slime chunks, and that's why you saw all those slime balls in the chests over there. It's actually working really good. Over here we got an automatic watermelon farm, which is really full, which I don't really use much. And we got a sugarcane farm, not as full. Eventually we'll get to a mob grinder. So up there, I might as well show it in spectator mode. We got a few levels, 4 levels of like darkness, like old style mob grinder. And they fall down into this, and they kill it automatically with the fireplaces. And what I would do is just go here and AFK. It's good for getting lots of gunpowder for rockets and stuff like that, and arrows, mainly what I used to use it for. So now we head up here, the water sends you up, and we're out. And then we come this way. So here, we got a few ways you can go. Here we got a beacon, and then we got the water over here. I tried to make the designs look cool for the beacons. Then we got a bridge, which goes that way, but first I will go over here. Another beacon. I don't know. Oh, there we go. And if you kept going through, you'll get to this little area. I just made this kind of an aesthetic thing. We got a little house here, and upstairs we got a villager, and his name is Benjamin. So I made this just kind of for fun. I was in a building, I guess, for a bit. Add some kind of fake lore, I guess, to the world, where it's like, oh, there's a villager here and he lives here. Set up a little farm area with a bell. Then we get another bridge. So that goes through a tunnel, which I'm actually going to come back to later. It all wraps around a few ways, but first we're going to go check out over here. So we come back here, there's the house, beacons are here, and we go through this bridge, up this little tunnel, and then we have another section. So here, I remember I built this actually not long after I built that stuff over there. It's a villager breeding and trading area, got a mending trader, and then you do this, food will drop, and then they'll end up making baby villager. So that's a very helpful way to get enchanting books. This goes to a village, which I found after exploring a bit, and that's how I transported the villagers here. It's just a railway down. I would transport them here, bring them there. This thing I built a little bit later on in the world, maybe 2021. I think the portal just used to be open, but I ended up making a nice little nether castle. I think it looks cool for the portal. So, and we keep going this way. This is where it gets kind of random. At a time where I was just like bored and liked building random stuff. So this here I cleared. This was a bit clear, but I cleared it out a bit more. Made some like support beams, and it looks kind of goofy actually. I put a bunch of lanterns, and I have turtles swimming under it, and there's water. So yeah, kind of random, but kind of quirky, I guess. So this goes back down under to a tunnel which connects to that one I said we'll go to later. So just for easier access coming from different areas. So then we go this way. This area is really cool actually. So we go up this tunnel to this mountain, and we got a nice view that I will show later. Then we get to this kind of observatory looking thing. Let me go over here first. I built this bridge. I don't remember. I was going to build something on this other mountain. I don't think I ever did. I had lots of plans and stuff where I kind of half started things and then ended up not finishing. But this thing is really cool. I like it. So this is kind of the lore and the timeline of the world. So if we get here, we got world started February 5th, 2020. So each floor has its own theme. Then we got house built March 7th, 2020. Little thing here. Kind of like a museum, I guess you call it. Then we got went to the nether for the first time March 20th, 2020. This area is blank. I don't remember. I think I had an extra floor and I didn't know what to put here, so. Then we got first village raid April 1st, 2020. Then we got beat the wither first time April 4th, 2020. And beat the ender dragon April 5th, 2020. I had the dragon egg in here for a while, but I took it out and put it in an ender chest for safer keeping. And then up here we have an open glass dome. You can see the world a bit. And we have a nice map. And these things are banners I put around for different things. I don't remember what half of them are now, but yeah. So then if you remember, there's the path down there. Might as well just jump down here, see if I can water bucket it. So this world is survival for the most part, and sometimes we do some creative stuff in this world, like this. I just like having it all in one world. So this is actually, I'm just gonna go in spectator. This is a recreation of the house I moved out of around this time, which I built in creative just kind of for fun. I didn't finish it. There's some stuff back here I had to do, but the main house is done. Doesn't look great, but it's a representation of it. Not gonna go through it too much because a lot of people don't really care probably or don't know much about this. But this is more of just a personal thing. Cool to kind of have it here and go through it. So yeah, that is that. Alright, so we're back here now. I mentioned that little tunnel area goes down somewhere, but I'm gonna go back this way to show it where it goes. So there's the bridge from earlier. If we go down here, we get to the tunnel. So that's where it connects to. And here we get to welcome to Nostalgia Valley. Alright, so this is Nostalgia Valley, I call it. It's kind of where I rebuilt a bunch of different old builds I made in the past as a kid and stuff like that. We got the beta texture on right now, or alpha, whatever. I had lots more planned for this area, but I never finished a lot of it. But here we got building supplies from stuff. Let's go this way first. So here, this is a house from an old world on the Xbox 360. I made back in like 2013. That just goes down to a mine. Small little cute house, has a charm to it. And then up there, we have to go up there. That is another house, or a base from another world on the Xbox 360. Eventually I'll show off those old worlds in a video. I actually already have that video recorded from a long time ago, but I never finished it. Of my old worlds. Door, there it is. So we got, this is kind of a combination of old bases, I think. So here we got an upper area on top of the mountain. Yeah, a lot of people I don't know how to explain it because this is just an old base I made back on the 360, like I said, when I was like 11 or 12. And then I recreated it here, a little bit different probably than it actually was. Here we got an exit that goes down there. And then it comes this way to a bridge. Up here is a horse. I think his name was like Sparky or something, or Flash. Oh, I don't have it named. Do I? Bolt. There we go. Something to do with lightning. Then this way goes here. Then we got this area. This is a bit different than it actually was. That goes to a mine, enchanting area. Then we go up to this kind of funky looking base. Here we got another portal. And yeah, look at this. This is classic, isn't it? Old building style. But yeah, that is this space. It's kind of cool. Got lots of windows. And this is what it looks like from the outside. So yeah, it was not good looking at all. It looks really ugly, but I like it. It has a classic charm to it. And then let's go this way. Alpha or beta little castle type thing. I never made it back in the day, but I found a picture and I thought it'd be cool to recreate it. This is an old recreation I made. It's a tree farm with glass. And yeah, you just place the trees, they grow and you break them. So nothing really special there. You could just do this in open land, but I don't know. When I was younger, I wanted to do that, and I think it is kind of cool. This way is kind of a, what do you call it? Like a memorial type thing, or an art piece, you could say, which I like to call pain, because if you know, you know. That's all I'm gonna say. Lots I had planned, lots I could still do here. Look at all this open space that I never used. Eventually I want to do more, rebuild some old stuff here. But yeah, I just never finished it, and I'll probably come back and finish it sometime, but I say that about a lot of things, so yeah, let's head back. One last look. And then we got one last part, I believe, of this base, which I almost forget about, is the castle, which is cut off by render distance right now. So there's a castle up there. Let's go over to it. Now I made that a long time ago, actually, like nearing the end of this base when I moved on to another part of the world. I think I made it in 2020, late 2020 or 2021, but I can't remember. I think the way to get in is over here. That's how old it is, or how much I revisited it. So kind of hidden entrance. So that goes somewhere, I don't remember. I think this goes up to it. Let's see. Yes, so this should go up to the castle. I built most of this in survival and some of it in creative. Mainly what I do is I build practical things, like survival type things like houses and stuff like that I use in survival. Doesn't really feel like cheating to me, because then I use creative for kind of just fun little things like this, which I'm not going to use. There's no use to it. So I don't know, you call it creative, you call it cheating, whatever you want. It's my world at the end of the day. I don't really care too much for little things like this. And we got like a vault room, some stuff in it, and then up here we got more. It's a nice area to look out from. The shaders make it look really good. This is kind of random. It goes around like this thing. Then in here I have this kind of thing. I don't know why I made it. Here's the outside. There's the bridge. Over there is the place we went to earlier with the I don't think it's in render distance, with all the dates. This is like a little inside thing I made here. Got like trees and stuff, animals. I don't know, looks kind of cool. Then we go up again. We get the top floor, which is it's my favorite part, kind of. We got some little stuff here, a bed, kind of like a bedroom thing. Got the best view. There you go, you can see that better. You can look down, see the whole world. It's actually turning nighttime, so might as well take a nap up here. So yeah, that's the castle. So let's go back down. There's another part of it. Alright, so coming back down here from the castle, we go back down to that little water tunnel. Then we get to go to this area. So I tried to make this look kind of abandoned. That's why there's boats and vines and stuff. This area goes to another spot. And we get up here finally. We get to the mountain. So that's the castle there, the bedroom we were just at. This is the top of the mountain. There is the thing over there, museum type thing, the bridge. So I was gonna plan to build something here. I flattened it out a bit, but I never thought of anything to build and just kind of left it for later if I ever thought of something. So yeah, that is every part of this space, I believe. I don't think I'm missing anything. Alright, so now let's head back to the next part of the world in chronological order. So let's head back there now. Alright, so now we're heading back to spawn. I'm back on the old save right now because just how the timeline works out. So like I said spawn was different here. So going in chronological order, after I finished that base up, I think come to about January or February, a year later in 2021, I decided to turn my world into a server, multiplayer server for me and my friends. So I redid spawn. I actually didn't tell them about that base. I told them it's a regular world, and they didn't actually know till a lot later, but I'll go into that after. This was 1.16, I think, later on. We were getting back into Minecraft survival with the new update, I think, came out at that time. So yeah, this was spawn at that time. The portal, I made that little design for, made these little areas. Here we got the rules. So yeah. And yeah, I had this little name board here where you could put your name. There's just me right now because this was right before I turned it into a survival world, or a server. Then you got the nether. And then yeah, so me and a few friends joined, Antonio and Ali. You probably remember them from old videos. And also another friend joined later on named Jonah. And we ended up going in that direction. And now we head back to the original save of the world, where I'll show the next base we had. Yeah, so I hope this chronological kind of order that I'm doing this in is not confusing. It probably will be, but maybe for next year I'll do another world tour and I won't go in chronological order. But here we come to I just turned it to a server with our friends, and we called this base 1.16 base. Very creative, right? So we got here, we decided on this location, and I made my house here. So this is the first time I did this kind of smaller house design, very minimalistic, I guess you call it, basic. I did a in-mountain kind of house like this with bricks, which I like. Bricks are one of my favorite building blocks, but they're so annoying to make. But we'll get to that later because there's another big brick build. So here we got my horses. We got Dream, you know, best speedrunner, does not cheat. We got Massimo the donkey because he's stupid and dumb. And then we got Kanye the horse. I think Kanye is Ali's horse. Then we got this little house here, nice and cute looking. Come in here, very basic. We got stuff here, chests, furnaces and all that. This way goes out down to a different area. I'll go out that way after. This goes up to the bedroom where we got a nice skylight. We got, oh yeah, this is stuff I had planned, things to build a brewing room. I never built that. Here we got this is my biggest collection of Minecraft CDs or discs, music discs. I've been trying to collect them all. I have another few at another base. I think I almost have them all, so, oops. Out here, we have Neil the cow. He's my pet cow. This chicken that's here, I don't know why. Then we got a kind of look area. There is a village nearby, which we raided and stole the villagers, which is very convenient. So yeah, Neil the cow, he just hangs out here. And then I do have a little secret chest here, which is not secret because people ended up finding out. But it was secret for a little bit, so yeah, this is the regular entrance. Then we go here to a second entrance, which goes down. It's a bit easier access to. This was Ali's house. This is the mine. Goes down. I think Ali built this. Then we come here. This is new, I think. Garden of Ratio. I think Antonio built that. Then we got Ali's horse. Oh no, so I guess Kanye the horse is my horse. I don't know. I think this horse might be from another base, to be honest. Then this is Ali's house. Nice, like, kind of modern looking house. And then we go this way. Here we got the nether portal. So again, that goes up to my house. Here we have a nether wart farm, which we built after we went to the nether. We have a nice little regular farm. Here is the enchanting room. Got some stuff there. This was actually burned down by Ali because he was going to make a mob burner or something. It's kind of a goofy, what do you call it, inside joke story about that. Here we go this way. So this goes to our villager prison, pretty much. Villager breeding area, very basic one. Got stuff. I think we got a mending book somewhere. Mending. So yeah. And yeah, like I said, that village, having that there was so easy. Instead of having to make a railway and bring them all the way. Okay, so we come back here. Then we got animal farm. We got chicken, cow, sheep, stuff like that. This way, after we beat the dragon and went to the end, I built this little, like, what is this called? Chorus farm. Don't use it much because that stuff's kind of useless. This way, we have a big mob grinder, which I made not too far after we got here, so we could get stuff easier. Then we go this way. We got some stuff here. Actually, let's go back this way. So that goes to that thing, if you can see that, but first let's go this way. This goes to Antonio's house, which is a kind of castle of cobblestone, practically abandoned. Don't take loot, old base 2020. Yeah, so these older bases are kind of abandoned. We don't use them much, obviously, but we come here sometimes and do stuff. Got some stuff here. Nice open skylight view. Got chickens in here for some reason. And we got, oh, crispy Kong head. Then we got a lookout, which is nice. So we keep following the path. Okay, so we're back here now. Animals, if we turn this way, the path keeps going. I built a little area over here. So we got a bridge to the island. And this is a little fishing hut I made. Up here we got a bed, some stuff here, fishing rod. And pretty much you just fish and relax. Alright, so that's mainly the base in the order that we went there. There is some more stuff close to this base in that direction, which I'm going to come back to later because of chronologic order. Yeah, so after this base, we ended up going back to spawn for a bit. Alright, so this is what spawn looked like after we finished up at that base. Well, we were still living at that base a bit. And then I ended up making the portals connect and coming back here a bit would set up kind of like a main spawn because we were getting some other players. So the rules are still here. We have this. This is the same. We got the portal, and now we had some more names here. As you can see, when players started playing, we got me, Ali, Antonio, and Jonah. These are some other people that joined and played for a bit but didn't stick around. Then we got the mine. I made this, the spawn mine. So the plan was eventually to come back and set up a big spawn area. That would happen later on. This was my house that I made at spawn. Nice little design. Basic looking. Got the bedroom here, storage. This was empty at this time, and this was furnace. So for the most part, this house looks the same now. But this was spawn. Back in 2021, April, May maybe. And there I started setting up some stuff there, which you'll see later, when we would redo spawn, kind of. But yeah, see there's nothing here, nothing there, which later on there will be stuff here as we go back to current time. But it's cool to go back on old worlds and look like, you know, nothing's here. And where I'm currently walking, you know, it's where stuff is built now, which is cool. So yeah, that is spawn. Then after that, we finished up at that base, killed the dragon. Now we were just hanging out. We were like, what do we do? I think we took a little bit of a break from this world. And then I don't remember the time exactly, we came back and we wanted to set up a new survival base. And so we kind of left our stuff here and we ended up going and traveling. So like I said, we left all this stuff and I think we ended up going in that direction. I can't remember. We traveled a long ways away because we wanted to build our next base in a jungle. So now let's head over to the jungle base.